Let's move on now to shopping online. Of course, Amazon, Temu, Shein. You may start noticing those higher prices online, and that's because the de minimis tariff exemption for Chinese imports ended this morning. Joining us now is business and finance expert Gerson Gibbs to give us a lowdown on that. We knew this was coming, nothing new, but it will be the first time that we actually see in effect exactly how much more we're going to be paying, Gerson.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
We're going to see some updates, and we're going to see some changes. It definitely went into effect this morning, and now a lot more individuals will see how these tariffs are going to impact them directly.
So let's talk about that, because it seems as though, at least with this trade war with China, we're waiting to see kind of who blinks first here. Is it going to be the Americans, the Chinese, and how long America can really withhold and withstand imposing these tariffs and then the counter ones? What do you think? What's the finance community right now talking?
Well, there's going to be a lot of changes in pricing. There's going to be a lot of volatility in the markets, and there's going to be a lot of waiting and see how this thing unfolds. We're not sure what's going to happen, but we do believe that this particular change, both parties are in agreement. I think I have Republican friends that agree with it, and I also have Democratic friends that agree with it, with not flooding the market with certain fake products, so on and so forth. But we are going to see a change, unfortunately.
Yeah, and we know that at least the White House is saying that places like India, Vietnam are starting to come to the table potentially to relieve some of those counter tariffs. So it seems as though there are some people that are willing to play along here, except the Chinese here. How long could we see this, and what does that spell for our future?
Well, I believe because other countries are coming to the table and having those discussions, that puts a little bit of pressure on the Chinese to come to the table and have discussions. The hopes are it ends sooner rather than later, but we never know, right? They're trying to flex their business approaches, both parties, and I believe that some kind of negotiation should be happening in the very near future. Our hopes are.
You see the stock is up, and that's good, the stock market, but we talk with people here every day, and just in every sector, it seems as though people personally, they're pulling back on their finances. They're looking at summer trips. They're maybe not going to go all out like they thought they were. I mean, everyone is kind of working with some sort of reservation, it seems like, Gerson, because it is uncertain. Is there any sense in your world that we are going to go into a slower economy, potentially even recession like we've been hearing?
Well, recession is always a possibility. We are seeing some upticks in the market, which shows strength in the market. We are seeing negotiations, which definitely brings some positive information to investors and individuals that are looking to determine what direction to go with their money. What are we going to do with our money, right? It's just positive information coming to play, and I think that would be beneficial to individuals and the economy.
All right, we'll see what happens here, as today is the first day that these de minimis go into effect, if you will. Gerson, good to see you. Thank you for breaking that down.
Great.
And let's switch gears here.